She is a very cruel mistress, football.
That is harsh. That is harsh.
That is very harsh. I felt a bit bad doing it, actually.
You did? No, you didn't.
I didn't.
As soon as that goal went in, as soon as Billy Sharp scored, you were like, has anyone seen Ryan Reynolds?
You're right. That didn't
You horrible man.
Well, look, that's what football's all about. It's about the glory, but also you've got to give Wrexham a huge amount of kudos about what they did. They every step of the way, pretty much every minute, apart from the last 3, 4, they were a match for Sheffield United. In fact, they could have gone 2-1 up on the night with the penalty.
Yeah, it was unlucky. Mullins getting injured, pulling his hammy.
He was brilliant.
He was fantastic for them, wasn't he? And after that, it looks like it was a bit of a struggle. Mate, but what are they doing at the end, Wrexham? What are you doing?
Do you know what? That's fatigue. That is your mind. He would
just
first
put
minute
anything on it. Anything.
In the first minute, though, he doesn't make that mistake. The defender. Can't remember quite who it was. I'll live in a second, but. That's you know what happens. Your mind, not just physically, mentally, you fatigue in a game like that because you're half preparing yourself for extra time, aren't you? We've all been in that situation, so you know we've got another half hour of football coming up now, and you start thinking about that's an error. And look, he's got to live with that. He's got to live with that. That's going to be tough on the kid. To they were brilliant, Wrexham. What a devastating way.
It's a devastating
the one
way.
man you do not want that falling to.
Billy
right?
Sharp.
You have a look at I know you've seen this, but anyone listening, you have a look when he cuts inside. He doesn't lift his head up.
No.
He just knows where the goal is. Make good contact. If I get good contact with this, I know where the corner of the net is, and I'm going to slide it in there. Didn't whack it, just slid it. Oh, what a brutal way, Jay!
Brutal,
absolutely brutal,
brutal. It's horrible. I mean, look, the other FA Cup results tonight see Burnley win 2-1 against Ipswich Town, Fleetwood Town win 1-0 against Sheffield Wednesday, Grimsby win 3-0 against Luton Town. That's a really good result for them. But we want to know what your heartbreaking last-minute goals have been. What have you experienced? Where was you when it happened? I mean, there must be some out there. What was just for clarity? What's the worst moment as a Chelsea fan when you've just your heart's sunk?
This is easy. It's not even. I took exactly 1 second to think about this. 2009, Stamford Bridge. Going into injury time, Chelsea have got winning going through, 1-0 up. McElhenney scores a brilliant volley early in the first half. We should have had 3 penalties given. In fact, we should have had a penalty after.
Is this the one where Drogba's going, it's a disgrace?
Mate, honestly.
Cheats.
Mate, honestly, that's the worst I've ever been.
Headed away by Terry. Eto'o broke from him, but it's Messi. It's Iniesta! And the Chelsea fans cries in horror.
Honestly, I can go back to that moment, that feeling of utter despair, because you know the chances are you're not going to get back in it now. That's it. We could have had a couple of penalties, but the life that was sucked out of Stamford Bridge that night. I was doing the comms for Chelsea TV, and I mean, what do you say? What do you say when you're doing in-house commentary? I mean, it was honestly.
What did you say?
Do you know what? I can't remember, mate. I can't remember. I might have just thrown my headphones off, thrown my mic down. It might have been that kind of. But that was the most. That's the worst goal that I've ever conceded. We've lost cup finals before. We lost to the penalties against Man United. That right there, that was it, mate. That goal.
You sink. Just feeling.
But every fan's been there, Jay.
Every fan
has experienced that last minute killer. Because they knew Wrexham, that was it. Their chances. They thought they played well.
They did. But once Mullin picked up the injury, you just see
he was good,
the
by the way.
turn.
He will play, and he's no spring chicken, but he proved he can play at a higher level.
Yeah.